Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Andrew Caruana. I'm otherwise known on this channel, for now anyways, as the other guy. And I am making a video that is my face and me talking a lot, which is weird for me. But this is a video that I've been thinking about making for a really long time. Something that I felt like I've needed to get off my chest and come clean about for a while, and that's basically that on YouTube, as things were before last night, I wasn't really feeling like myself, if that makes sense. So I kind of wanted to make a video talking about it and kind of just talking to you guys about some stuff with me and why I was feeling kind of the way that I was about YouTube and what I decided to do to fix that. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it. Not intending on doing any fancy edits this video. So if me just talking is weird, then maybe maybe this isn't the video for you. But for those of you that do want to hang out and listen to my story, I feel like an old guy telling some weird tale. Anyways, yeah, for those of you that want to stick around and hear what I have to say, excellent. If you don't, totally understandable, but you may be confused because there's going to be some pretty big changes going forward. Um, so I guess I should probably start from the very beginning of my first YouTube career, which actually was not as the other guy. I had many years ago, actually, back when I was in middle school, I had a YouTube channel called Gooseboy300, and the skeleton remnants of the channel still exist today on YouTube. But the majority of the channel is no more, which of course I'm going to get into. Um, and that was a project that I started obviously when I was a lot younger and a lot less mature, so there's plenty of issues associated with just that alone. But part of my thing with YouTube when I was younger is that I was and still am very, very camera shy. I feel super awkward when I talk. I don't feel like people like listening to what I have to say. And I don't really have a ton of confidence when it comes to like commentary and just video making in general. I feel weird about it. And, this certainly was the case when I was younger with my first channel, but I was something that I sort of grew out of. A previous channel that I had was a primarily gaming channel. I did some skits, but it was mostly gaming stuff. I did Minecraft and I did a Pokemon Emerald Let's Play, which was very bad. Um, but my big claim to fame in that channel was that I was a early access beta tester to a very old, formerly popular mobile game called Mino Monsters 2. And it was very anticipated. A lot of people were excited about it, but not very many people had beta access to it, and even less people were making videos of it because just no one knew anything about it. But I got beta access and I started making videos on it, and they blew up. I mean, I was getting 80,000 to 150,000 views a video, and I was gaining subscribers. And as far as as far as things go on YouTube for small creator, I was very successful for what I was. And I wasn't monetized at the time just because I was young, and my mom obviously wouldn't let me do that because I would have had to use her card and her account and all that stuff. Um, Not the point of what I'm saying, but anyways, me having a YouTube channel, and the fact that it got as big as it did, people in my school found out about it obviously, and kind of it kind of became, you know, a little bit at least kind of the joke of, just the joke of school, and people would, tease me about it because they thought it was dumb. And, granted, some of the videos were a little dumb, but, people would tease me about it a lot. And it was really frustrating because I was obviously already not particularly confident in myself. Took me many, many months before I started like showing my face and getting more natural for videos. But it took a really long time for me to get there. And, everyone else, that I was making videos for, the people that were watching them really seemed to enjoy the content and they really liked what I had to say. But, everyone that I knew, well, not everyone, obviously, but, people that I knew in school were kind of mean about it. And, they gave me a hard time. And so, the long, I guess this is the long version, but long story short, I eventually scrapped the channel and deleted pretty much everything just because I couldn't, it was really hard for me to, hear people making fun of me and giving me a hard time about it because, I put a lot of work into the videos that I made, and it sucked for me to not, be appreciated by the people that I wanted to be appreciated by most, which were, people at school. Not that I needed the attention, but, the negative attention certainly didn't help things. Um, so I ended up scrapping the channel and kind of walking away for a really long time, and, it faded into obscurity, and, have since lost the subscribers that I had on the previous channel, and now it's just kind of an empty shell on YouTube. Um, and, there was a lot of frustration from that for me just because I had put so much work into it. And then just to walk away from it really sucked. So you fast forward 4 years later, it was senior year of high school, and good friend of mine, Kyle, who on YouTube, of course, is Walking Tally, had approached me about making a YouTube channel with him, and I was very resistant to the idea. I didn't upfront say no, obviously, because I have a great deal of respect for Kyle, and it would have been fun to do something, with him. So I didn't say no, but I didn't say yes, and I dragged my feet about it for a really long time. Um, until, obviously COVID hit, and everybody went into quarantine and everyone was bored and doing quarantine hobbies. And so finally, for whatever reason, I had decided, screw it. All right, I'll make this YouTube channel with Walking Tally, but still kind of feeling a lot of the nerves about things just because of what had happened in the past. I didn't really I wanted to be a part of it, but I didn't want to be noticed, and I didn't really care what people said, or it just wasn't at a point where I was invested. So came time for me to choose my name, and I chose, kind of being a bit of a smart ass, was like, oh, I'll just be the other guy, because that's what I felt like I was at the time, was just the other person in the videos. I didn't really feel like I had much of a personality on the on the channel, and we started making videos, and obviously, I showed my face every so often, but I did my best to kind of try and be in the background as much as possible. I felt, a lot of the same stuff I felt the first go around. I felt awkward. People seeing me, I felt very awkward about my voice. I didn't think I was very interesting to listen to. And, this is obviously less of a big deal, but I felt awkward because I was worried that people that watched the videos that I was in, I was worried that they would, you know, realize that I had cerebral palsy and make comments about it, and that it was gonna end up being something that would take away from the videos, because I didn't want it to be about that, because my whole life isn't revolved around the one, I would say, big flaw that I have with, which is just, I didn't want the channel to be about the fact that I was disabled, and I didn't want, certainly didn't want people to be mean about it. So, I just preferred to stay in the background, and I honestly didn't really have any expectations that the channel would get any bigger than just like a hobby among, very close friends, and I just didn't really think much of it, and it just kind of was for me at the start just kind of this fun thing to do. I had fun editing videos, I had fun filming when we did, and I just figured it would be like this very personal, intimate thing that not a lot of people knew about. And then that's how it was for the first couple months, first 5, 6 months, and then things started to change. We got hit 50 subscribers. Had kind of a growth spurt back in August, and shot up to 70, or well, I guess we shot up to 60 pretty quick. And then things kind of stabilized again, and then we started the Pokemon Let's Play. And then things really took off. We got, a lot more watch time. We started uploading more. I kind of started to become my own personality just from being the one to record the Pokemon videos, and being the primary voice in them. Kind of started to have my own personality, and it was a project that I really enjoyed and that I was very excited about, because it had been something that I wanted to do for a long time. And the videos were very popular. They were getting a lot of watch time. They were getting more comments, more likes, more attention. And for me, it was crazy because it was the first time that something like that had happened since I had my own channel. And as the videos kept coming out and as time went on, I started to care more that people were watching the videos, and I started to care more that people liked the content, and I wanted people to see it, and I wanted people to like it. And YouTube became less of a hobby for me and more of something that I genuinely wanted to do and wanted to be a part of. And right around Christmas, we started really hitting our stride with stuff, and we got like 30 subscribers in a week. We hit 100 subscribers, which was a huge deal for all of us. And Meowing Pugs came on board with the channel back in, I'm going back a little bit, but Meowing Pugs came on board back in October, and was doing thumbnails, and that was obviously helping the videos become more popular, because she does fantastic work. And at that point there started to be kind of a change. It wasn't just Walking Tally and me, the other guy. It was Walking Tally, and it was the other guy, and it was Meowing Pugs making thumbnails, not appearing in videos yet. But then we started Pokemon, and I did the first 2 episodes by myself. But then episode 3, my good friend from high school went. I don't know if we're saying his name regularly or not, so I'll just go by his screen name, Windows 98. Started joining in for the Pokemon episodes, and became a little bit more of like a Game Grump style, talking about life while video games are kind of going on in the background. And I feel like that was kind of a big turning point for me in sort of just finding my personality, and the kind of person that I wanted to be on YouTube. And it felt a lot easier to be myself when I didn't have to be myself by myself. And that was kind of, again, when this sort of change started to happen for me. And then, of course, Meowing Pug started showing up in videos, and she's just obviously fantastic. Um, I've gotten so used to her being there that videos feel weird when her and Windows and Walking Tally aren't in them. It feels weird to be doing videos by myself. Like, this is weird for me. But I really started to like what we were doing. But it was bugging me, because originally the channel was Walking Tally and the other guy, and it kind of started to grow beyond that, both in what we were doing and the people that were seeing it. It became less of a personal, intimate project, and more of a genuine YouTube channel that people tuned into every video to watch what we were doing. And of course, fast forward back to Christmas now, and we had just started gaining subscribers at a pretty quick pace. And from the week of Christmas till New Year's, we gained like 33 subscribers, and we broke 100 really fast, which was again crazy. And that's when we kind of started getting into Among Us content for just kind of to supplement Pokemon, just so that it wasn't all you guys were seeing all the time. And Bagged Milk started, joining videos. Excuse me. Bagged Milk started joining videos periodically, and obviously we had Odage7 joining in the Among Us videos, and Charlie Walker, who ended up being a really good friend for me to have when I was sort of figuring out stuff with YouTube, just because he was very supportive of videos, and kind of had found us by accident. I mean, we live in completely different continents, but anyways, just all that to say, the videos had become more of a group thing, and through the month of January, we started getting more views on videos, started branching out into different content, gaining subscribers a lot faster. We're at 140 as of recording this video, which is insane. And we had an Among Us video break 2,500 views, and our most recent episode of Pokemon is passing 800, which, going from like, maybe 20, 25 views on a good day to like having two videos breaking a pretty big number is a really weird feeling. And, it just had occurred to me at that point that, that this channel is becoming a more serious thing. And again, the whole name of the channel had been bothering me, Walking Tally and the other guy. I started to realize that excuse me, one second. Sorry, I had a text, I thought it was my mom. Anyways, sorry about that. I started to, I wanted to be my own person. It wasn't even starting to at this point. A couple days ago, I realized it finally clicked for me. I want to be my own personality on YouTube, and I don't want to just be someone in the background. I care about this project. I care about this channel. I care about the people that I work with on this channel, because it wouldn't be the channel that it is without them. I guarantee you we wouldn't be breaking our records if it hadn't been, for Pugs stepping in and working on thumbnails. And I don't think that videos would have felt as organic if Windows 98 hadn't been hanging out with me during those, early and current Pokemon episodes. I don't think they would have been nearly as good without, him and Walking Tally being there. But they helped me, Windows 98 and Meowing Pugs helped Walking Tally and I grow this channel past what our expectations are. And the truth is that this channel isn't really what we thought it was going to be. And we didn't think that the channel name really fit what it had become. It wasn't just Walking Tally and me. It was Walking Tally and me and Meowing Pugs and Windows 98 and Bagged Milk and Charlie Walker and every single person that's been in videos and has helped make them great. So we decided last night to officially change the name of the channel to something a little silly, and it was kind of, it's a silly name, but we're a silly channel, so it just makes sense. But we decided to officially change the channel name to TheBeefTeam, because, it's not just me and Walking Tally anymore. It's not a duo. It's a team effort, and we're all invested in this, and we all want to see it grow and become something. And that we're all a part of it. If it's, if it ends up growing beyond our wildest expectations and becomes a success, it's all of our success. It wasn't just going to be me and Walking Tallies. And I felt like we needed to change the name in recognition of the fact that we are where we are because they helped us get there. And I felt like I personally needed to become something different than the other guy, because I'm not just the other guy. Because of YouTube, I'm becoming my own person, and I'm certainly feeling more confident than I had been, and I've kind of evolved past being the other guy. I'm not just a guy off in the corner. I've just not that person anymore. So I felt like I needed to make a change. And the beef team is what we settled on. So going forward, that's what we're going to go by, and we're going to brand things accordingly. And I will, instead of going by the other guy, be going by the Beef Boss, or just Beef Boss, which is my Discord handle. So that's something that's going to be changing. And I guess the other really big thing that I kind of just wanted to announce here is that we are going to be doing an updated channel description, and we're going to be doing an updated channel trailer so that when people come and find our channel for the first time, they're not as confused about what we do. And it's certainly my goal to make more involved, more focused content. And I want to maybe try doing live streams or showing my face more and kind of being a bit more of a personality instead of, whatever I was in the past. But that's really all I wanted to say in this video. I apologize if I'm looking off, not towards the camera. I'm not used to looking directly into the camera, so it's a little weird. And then this eye, or no, it's this eye because it's mirrored, is a lazy eye, so it kind of goes over there sometimes. So apologies about that. I'm not trying to look weird. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to say. If you did stay through the entire video to hear my long meandering story, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you're excited about the name change, or even if you think it's terrible, let me know. I try to respond to people's comments. I'm happy to talk in the comments about stuff that you guys think needs to change, or ideas that you guys have for future videos. Because like I said, it's not just me and Walking Tally. It's a group effort, and you guys are a part of that group too. Every single one of you, every subscriber, every viewer that isn't subscribed, you're all a part of this channel in some way or another. So I do want to hear what you have to say, and of course I want you to subscribe. It's there's really nothing quite like seeing the subscriber number go up. It's just a little bit of a dopamine rush of just like, yes, people care about what I have to say every time that it happens. So that's why I push the subscribing so much. It really does feel good to know that the content is well liked and appreciated, and it does help it circulate. So if you enjoyed this video and you didn't think it was weird, thank you, and we'll see you guys next video.